Okay, we interrupt this broadcast because I'm going to be on with Alex Michelson of Fox 11, and I'm briefly interrupting the broadcast to join in and talk to him about my experiences interviewing the incarcerated wildfire firefighters. Okay.
Up next, we're going to talk about the incarcerated firefighters and their extraordinary work on the front lines. Hasan Piker, one of the biggest names online, went out, spent some time with them. He joins us live next.
Your virtual assistant.
Stand by. We're to break and that's you.
Your FICO score
All
and
right,
a snack.
perfect.
What I would give to be able to make art on this scale.
You will one day, but it's equally important for you to be thinking about.
What's up,
Hi,
Alex? Can you
Hasan.
hear me?
I can hear you. You can hear me.
Yes, perfect.
Hello to your crowd, right?
Yeah. You got
You're
30,000
streaming right
people
now?
watching you right now. They can see
Oh,
you.
very nice. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. We got a big crowd watching on TV coming out of the football game, too.
Hell yeah.
Well, we'll start off by just sort of talking about what you saw out there, and then what are the key lessons that we can learn from it going forward.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be live on the Fox 11 in probably a minute or two. And we appreciate you reaching out, and thanks for the work you do. I mean, it's important, and I think it's good to highlight this.
Yeah, no, thank you. You guys have been doing tremendous coverage as well. I've been tuning in just to figure out what's going on in my backyard. So,
And are you okay? You're okay? Everybody's
Yeah.
safe?
yeah, we had a brief scare with the Runyon Canyon fires where my best friend, who also streams on Twitch, that was like directly on top of them. So they had to evacuate by foot because there was so much chaos and traffic. So I had to go pick them up in my car. And they stayed with me overnight, but then they released the evacuation order, so they're back.
Yeah, firefighters did an amazing job on that one. They basically put that thing out in like an hour. That's awesome. All right, well, we will see you on TV real shortly. Thanks again, Hasan.
All right, yeah, thank you for having me.
Your phone.
If you've been watching our coverage, you've seen some of the firefighters that are out on the front lines are actually inmate crews, incarcerated firefighters. Hasan Piker is one of the top streamers on Twitch. He's actually streaming live on Twitch right now. Hello to his streaming audience. He is also a progressive pundit, and he's spent time, went out, and met some of these incarcerated firefighters, streamed live with them, and learned a lot from talking to them. Hasan, good to see you. Welcome.
It's good to be back, Alex. Thank you for having me.
Talk to us about what you learned meeting these firefighters.
So approximately at any given moment when there's wildfires happening in wildfire season in California, there's around 30% of the people fighting those wildfires are incarcerated firefighters. The California State and Cal Fire have a collaborative program with the Forest Service where they basically train some of the incarcerated at what they call camps, conservation camps, where they learn how to clear brush and reach areas that bulldozers can't get to by foot. It's a lot of trekking. They're going and putting their lives on the line basically to ensure that Californians are safe during wildfire season. I met a now friend, Scott Budnick, who is a Hollywood producer. He produced Hangover, Project X, and Old School, and many other projects. He actually started this thing called the Anti-Recidivism Coalition. And I found out that he was actually working with the governor and also simultaneously expanding these programs. And I got to meet some of the youth offenders. This is a camp pilot program that they just started in 2023, where they, for the first time ever, are bringing in youth offenders, young offenders that have been incarcerated under the age of 25 or committed crimes under the age of 25 that are now a part of this training program as well. And I mean, it was an incredible experience overall. And one of the things that I was kind of shocked by is the fact that these guys just kept asking, like, why do you care about us? Why are you here? Like, they were shocked at this level of attention. Because they don't have access to the news as readily available, so they're not exactly aware that, like, there are a lot of people in the civilian population that's talking about these guys right now. And one of the things that struck me was the fact that they understand that these are very dangerous conditions that they're putting themselves into, but they really are appreciative of the fact that they get a semblance of dignity and a way to help with these communities that they're a part of. So it was truly a tremendous experience overall, and very eye-opening.
And we talk about people going behind bars. Most people that go behind bars are eventually released. And so you want there to be a rehabilitation process so that they come out potentially even stronger than when they came in. And I know for you, you were really struck by the sense of hope that these guys felt.
Yeah. So it's not a secret that the county jail structure and the prison structure in the state is pretty bad overall. Like, the conditions are pretty bad overall. There's a lot of violence. There are major problems. And from what I understand, aside from the fact that being able to volunteer for these programs allow these inmates to shave off some of their very long sentences, it also gives them an opportunity to train and potentially an opportunity for gainful employment after they're out, after they are released. And there have been a lot of initiatives to make sure that this is as ethical of a process as possible, especially in recent years. In the past, a lot of these firefighters, a lot of the incarcerated firefighters could only get seasonal employment, and they could never get municipal employment in the Los Angeles Fire Department because if you have a felony, you're not able to get an EMT certification. And if you can't get an EMT certification, you can't become a municipal firefighter. But nowadays, they're working on expunging some of the records as well for demonstrating good behavior and service for the community. And I think it's wonderful because one of the things that I heard from virtually every single person there was the anxieties that they had as far as what they will do once they are released. What they like, how will they find an opportunity to reintegrate into society? This is something that obviously I read extensively on. There's a lot of data available on this, but it was truly interesting just seeing it in person, where these guys were also talking about the anxieties that they have about like wanting to become productive members of society. And this program, I think, is fantastic. And there are still some issues, of course, specifically around their wages. I think since the 80s, they had not seen any meaningful wage increases. I believe they were getting around $5 a day. And they're doing basically the same thing that everyone else in CAL FIRE is doing as well. One of the hardest jobs on the line, basically. And now that wage has been increased to $24 a day, and I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity for reintegration. It's a wonderful opportunity for rehabilitation, and the conditions of the camps are significantly better overall than the conditions of the prisons. But having said that, I think that there's still room to grow. This program could grow as well, and hopefully their wages can be fair in terms of adequate compensation, because utilizing incarcerated firefighters as a way to displace the existing non-incarcerated firefighters is also, lowering the wages of non-incarcerated firefighters.
Hasan, thank you so much for bringing this issue to our attention. We really appreciate it and appreciate the work you're doing.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
All right, we got some breaking news now, Susan.
We now have new information about the death toll from the Eden and Palisades fires. It's risen. 24 people are now dead, considered dead. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office says 8 of those deaths were attributed to the Palisades fire.
Pretty good,
the
right,
other
Chad?
16 from the Eden fire. The latest cost estimate for wildfire damage is now $150 billion.
I'm good to go, right,
and
guys?
climbing. To put that in perspective, the 2018
Thank you.
Camp
Clear from Fox
Fire in
11.
Northern
Appreciate
California
you.
cost
All right, thank you so
$30
much. Have a
billion,
great day.
and that fire was considered the state's.
There it is. I try to slam as much information as possible into the 3 minutes that I had there. No, Alex is the man. He would never cut me off. It's not like that. He wanted to offer more coverage to the issue. Arrow 55, thank you for the 25. Get the subs. Was there anything you didn't get a chance to squeeze in? Did you accidentally say concentration camp? No, conservation camp is what I said. ChatGPT couldn't have done it better. Thank you. My conservative dad is watching Hasan Piker. Let's go. That's so funny. That's amazing. This is how we do it, chat. This is how we infiltrate the conservative households. Chuck dies. Thank you for the 50 big ones. 50 bones. Oh my God, I just realized we got on local Fox affiliate a Cuban flag and a Palestinian flag. Hassan Scam Coin. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Are they doing any kind of holistic coverage on the incarcerated firefighters? Like, is there any kind of opinion slant from this on Fox? My dad couldn't see you because he told me to set parental control so we couldn't watch Fox earlier. I didn't say Fox 11. Y'all, why are they playing Hasan Piker on these big ass TV screens at the restaurant like I'm invested? That's funny. Get all your videos off TikTok before we lose it? What do you mean? All of my videos on TikTok are videos that come from the stream. There's like very little original content on TikTok. Hassan Stepson, thank you for the 5 gifted. And Iffy, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Why did they show this image, lol? Why does chat always have to play like this? Like, why do y'all got to play like this? Who was that nerd that Alex had you debate on TV back during COVID again? Oh, it was Michael Knowles. That's crazy that I'm literally live for 5 seconds at LAX, and the first thing I saw when I looked up was Hasan on the big screen. That's true. Everyone's currently tuned in to local news.